Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the TI-7 qualifier South American region. We are in the very tail end of the group stage here, and we've got Union Gaming versus Mad Kings. I did believe it was going to be Unknown Mad Kings, but apparently I can't read what an acronym's supposed to mean. So, important game for Mad Kings. If they drop this game, they potentially have to play tiebreakers to make it into the playoff stage. Union Gaming at this point playing for a bit of pride and trying to spoil Mad King's run to the playoffs. Again, I am Xerox, joined here by my buddy Pithy and Legume. How you doing, man? Still alive?
We're buddies, yeah. I like it. These games have been really interesting for me. I think the most interesting has been we haven't really seen South American Dota, really at all. For our past two games, it's been very laid back, not a whole lot of aggression from either team. So I really want to see something a little bit different this time around. And I like that the drafts are at least changing a little bit. And the bans.
We'll give it time. Well, there's still a Warlock.
There's still a Warlock here, but the bans have drastically changed for each team.
Yeah, that they have. That they absolutely have. First pick Silencer, totally out of left field, but notable heroes left in that have been getting banned: the Sand King, Darkseer, probably the two most obvious ones that are still remaining in the pool, and there is the Sand King pickup. So I'm with you, man. I thought SG's draft last game was going to play a lot more SA Dota with that Lifestealer Slaughter combo. I think that is the most South American two-hero combo in Dota. Like, it just is the region incarnate right there, but they couldn't connect with it. It just kept falling flat, so unfortunate, very, very unfortunate, but a Viper ban of all heroes. Viper.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is just a South American Dota that we were waiting to see all day. Also a Bloodseeker ban the first two, which is a little bit more viable than the Viper, but there are some people in the mid lane, they're just like, I don't want to play against Viper, that hero is freaking stupid. I'm done with Viper, I don't want to play against him, so we're just going to ban it out. It's just a lot of hate for that hero, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's potential. I'm looking back through, they did play it against SG Esports, but they did lose.
Reserve time.
Now, there was something weird. I think Union Gaming missed their match this morning. I think they, overslept and didn't show up. Which is really unfortunate, because they had potential if they won out today to still make top 4. But did have to take a death loss there, so again, they're looking just to be spoilers here, and what will we see something a little bit fun out of them? Yeah, I want to see a competitive game, but this is where you pick stuff like Pudge, right?
I don't know. I think there's still a whole lot of pride on the line for these teams. I think that we have had teams in this region that have played the spoiler before in various other tournaments, so I wouldn't put it past Union Gaming to take this game as seriously as they have the other ones. I think that they could definitely try to put up a fight here against Mad Kings and really try to keep them out of that playoff spot. So I wouldn't really count Union Gaming out here. I think that they really could show us something special in one of their closing matches.
Yeah. I do have to say, a part of me would almost like them to be a little trollier than normal here, because I spoke very vocally yesterday for a little while about how I think Valve needs to consider shaving something off the prize pool and putting it towards the qualifiers themselves. We've already seen one team just say, oh, we can't make it, we're just done playing now, and quit. And if we had another team that can't make it, kind of just mess around a little bit, maybe that'd be the incentive Valve needs. I mean,
hey, if you finish the qualifiers, you get some money. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. You give them 10 grand as a team if they finish the qualifiers out. It's a minuscule amount of the prize pool. It'd only be 480,000 off of it, and every team in the qualifier would get 10 grand. Like, it would be a huge bolster in making sure that these tournaments were played competitively all the way through. But at the very least, we do still have Dota in front of us, so I'm pretty excited about that. The Union Gaming group does pick up a Venomancer. We've seen this ran as a carry a number of times, actually, in these qualifiers so far. A lot of teams have been trying to bring this one out, so I'm excited to see it. I have to imagine it's maybe mid if it's a very good matchup, but I would say it's more than likely going to be a safe lane Veno.
I'm not sure how I feel about this lineup against the Lycan, though. I think that Sand King can do kind of well in lane against it, but when you start getting into those late game scenarios where he's going to be running around the shapeshift, I'm not really seeing a good answer for Union Gaming right now.
You go Mjolnir on Venomancer, just Mjolnir yourself and right-click him, and you man mode until both of you die.
That would be interesting to see at least.
Oh, it's been done. Arteezy, when he played carry Veno, used to go Mjolnir Veno. But we'll have to see. Normally in this tournament, we've been seeing a lot of Veil Force stuff, more utility-style, tempo-based builds. I mean, if you're Union Gaming with this kind of an opener against the Lycan, I'm with you. It doesn't handle him well in the late game, so you don't want to let it get to late game. You want to look to push fast, put the pressure on early, and try to stop Lycan from getting to those key items he needs. Most notably, Lycan's opening is super standard at this point. It's Armlet, Mask of Madness, BKB, in that order usually. And if you can force him to have to go BKB before getting one of those two other items, I think you knock out a lot of his power spikes. So I want to see Union Gaming try to pressure him out early, make him get a little scared of his item choice. The Queen of Pain, though, is a very good pickup to slow that down. Having access to Sonic Wave just to slow down a big push and chunk out some heroes may be enough of a deterrent to make Union think about changing their game plan.
I mean, we've also seen Lycan, who has a very cheap start to his first power spike with the Armlet and the Mask of Madness. And when you add in that level 10 talent in there, I believe he gets some like 200 health or something from that. I mean, Lycan's not going to be very easy to kill that early in the game. I think it's about 15 to 20 minutes when he should be picking up those items, and he's going to be quite the force to be reckoned with here. So I think that Union Gaming, maybe the Storm Spirit can get away from the Lycan a little bit, but they still need to actually figure out how to deal with this Lycan, and it can't just be, okay, Venomancer is going to fight him. I think that Lycan's going to still be pretty strong against that, you know, even if he has to go BKB somewhat early.
What I'm not sure of here is, does this mean we have a support Veno or a support Silencer? I was expecting a mid Silencer.
10 seconds remaining.
Does it have to be Or? I think that Sand King kind of matches up really well here against Lycan.
5 seconds remaining.
And that's okay, but
Reserve time.
I don't know.
I mean, they've also picked up Warlock and Clockwork, so unless Mad Kings pick up another like super aggressive support, I think that the offlane is going to be a pretty easy lane for Union Gaming as well.
Alright, hear me out here. You don't even worry about the fact they have a Lycan. You pick Undying, and you aggro dual lane Sand King Undying, and you just literally run at them.
Dire team pick.
I think that's fine. I think it puts a lot of pressure on the Mad Kings lineup, especially, you know, punishing them for picking up that hero that you hate.
I mean, it puts them on a clock. Like, Union Gaming either wins or loses that game in 25 minutes. But
10 seconds remaining.
it's about the only out you have at this point. I don't think you're ever going to look to take a game 50, 60 minutes with Storm Spirit Venom as your cores.
Reserve time.
And I don't think support Venom, support Silencer is a strong enough duo. I think you just lose the game if you try that.
It's definitely a rough spot for Union Gaming. I think that maybe this last pickup is going to surprise you a bit. I don't think that we've really read this draft too well in terms of what Union Gaming are actually going to go for here. And I think it's by design. They've given themselves a lot of wiggle room with how they're going to lane this and how they actually want to play it. I think they are going to... Okay, Necrophos. I mean, what does that even tell you?
That it's carry Veno and a dual offlane Sand King Necro? That'd be my guess. Like, I don't know. You can say they gave themselves options and they hid their draft or whatever, but to me, it's just bad. Like, it just... Okay, that is a tool for dealing with Lycan, right? If Lycan shapeshifted, he's going to take a bunch of proxy damage from Epicenter and Poison Nova, and all you do is let him run around for like 2 seconds and tick down, and then you just Reapers. And hopefully he dies. But, I mean, if you're Mad Kings here, your options are wide open in the offlane pool for control-based offlaner. Like, yeah, that works fine. You could have picked Shaker here, you could have picked Slardar here. Like, you had a ton of options. And this is more than okay. So it is going to be an offlane Clockwork, but you got a big fat moo cow running around.
I wouldn't call him fat, he's just big boned.
I was told that when I was little, then I realized everyone lied to me.
I was
Although,
never told that.
there is literally only one stop for the Spirit Breaker charge, and that's Sand King's stop. Like, that's really hard, actually. The Spirit Breaker should have free reign to run around the map.
I mean, Storm Spirit might be able to get the
10 seconds.
If he's trying to use it to escape, yeah. Inbound, it's almost impossible.
5 seconds remaining.
You could have a little bit of vision of it.
Well, like, the range is too short. By the time you're in range to pull him, I'm pretty sure he's bashing you from the sides.
That's why you get an Ags.
There you go. Aether Lens?
I think we're just giving the Storm Spirit way too many tools against Spirit Breaker now.
Yes. But I mean, if you look at this lineup, all the lanes are definitely gankable for the SB. You're going to have Lycan lane with Howl and Warlock. Warlock already has good base damage and a great attack animation. So if he goes down bottom lane, Howl plus the Warlock there is going to be a ton of damage. Mid lane, Quap is just a monster at abusing any help she gets. And even in the off lane, I mean, if Charge forces someone slightly out of position and then he just gets cogged, I think it's definitely possible that Mad Kings looks to just run over this game on the back of a roaming Spirit Breaker.
I mean, I would definitely pick them in this game as well, but we've been surprised before in the South
I was dead wrong last game.
Yeah, so... Predictions, man. What do you got for highest physical damage in one hit? This one shouldn't be that bad.
It's got to be Lycan. Lycan's going to crit for... what? 500 to 750?
I mean, it's all about how long this game goes as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of large.
I just don't see it going more than that. It's not like a coup de grace or something. And I don't think he's going to be building much raw damage past Armlet and... probably just Armlet, honestly.
What about player deaths?
Total number by 10. I think this game's going to get bloody.
Yeah?
I'm not sure 16 plus bloody. 11 to 15 bloody seems possible, though.
Clockwork's going to find hype.
Your thoughts?
Burning over there. Yeah, I think 11-15 is pretty safe.
30 seconds to battle.
Not a whole lot.
Instead.
I'll also say 0 to 2.
I'll go 0 to 2. Last player to be killed.
Oh man, this one's a toss-up.
I'm going with a banana. Or silencer. Silencer.
Alright. I think
that's
those
where
are
it's gonna
pretty good predictions.
It's gonna be like the Lycan that hasn't died all game running into the fountain right before it dies just to ruin people's predictions.
The battle begins.
I don't even... do the players actually think about that when playing the game?
If anyone would, their region would.
For sure.
Alright, so what do we got for taunts in this game? Spirit Breaker's got a pretty good taunt. Clockwork... Clockwork has a taunt, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
he was doing it the whole last game.
Yeah, yeah.
And then OD got mad and ulted him.
What else we got? Is that the only one? The only two?
Venomancer.
The banana has a taunt?
Yeah, he literally peels a banana.
Ah, he doesn't have it equipped though. Disaster.
Rips.
Not a true South American. Alright, let's look at these lanes here. So mid lane is going to be living hell for the Storm Spirit for the foreseeable future. Quap's going to get probably 2 points in Shadow Strike early and just... I mean, Storm's going to have to take like half his HP pool to ever get a last hit. Which is going to just be rough. The laning setup is definitely interesting here for Mad Kings, though. They're aggro dual laning this Warlock Lycan. And that's a direct answer to this bottom lane here out of Union. You've got the super aggressive tri lane with Silencer, SK, and Venom. If somebody gets caught in a Burrow Strike or a Gale, it's pretty much death for whoever's there. So I like the idea of moving the Lycan to the off lane here. It just guarantees him he's going to get something out of it.
Man, look at our Storm Spirit here. He's putting the Remnants right behind the tower where I think he knows Sladen would be charging from.
Yeah, if Sladen had a Stout Shield, I'm 90% sure he'd just charge him under tower.
He's just waiting for a couple of levels on Attune. He does have his level 2 dagger up now, so they might think about going right for the Storm Spirit. He's trying to use that as a tool to keep the Queen of Pain away from the lane, using the overcharge. as much as possible.
Nice. Rune secured.
And he's also
One
got
dash?
level 2 now with that. Yeah. He might think about it a little bit more. He is kind of slow. With Blackstar, he has the brown boots, so it's a little bit easier for him to get away from that.
Yeah, the boots were definitely the biggest reason SK wasn't in trouble there. Interesting use. The Shadow Word got used aggressively here on the Necro up top. They don't have any chance of killing him, and now Lycan's just floating around like 250 health.
Poor Silencer. Oh, wait. Last player to be killed. Do you know what that actually means?
No.
It's not the last player in the match. It's the last player to have a death.
Yeah.
Did you? I completely misread that.
Yeah, no, Silencer's just gonna die. Like, he's gonna step out of the fountain while they're losing the game and just die.
No. The last player to have a death. Like, to go from 0 deaths to 1 death.
Oh! Yeah, I misread that too. Rip. Dead prediction.
Rip ski. We lost. GG.
We lost. Shit casters.
I'm just like,
alright, so top lane here, nothing is going to happen in this lane until Necro's 6. There should be no kill pressure on either side of this matchup. Like, it should just be a total snorefest up here. But once Reapers comes online, then it gets interesting.
Necro's actually been doing kind of well up there. Like, a lot better than I think he should be. Lycan's a lot more focused on the last hits, which is allowing the Necrophos to get in there. Now we have a charge out on the Shadow over at bottom. He's going to use... Oh my god, these cogs are absolutely perfect from Qwerty. Amazing. Amazing. Goes in and gets that kill. It's a really good teamwork there, but just the fact that he managed to get everybody into those cogs.
Wow.
Really set up that kill. Wow. I can have one of those moments if you want. I was actually casting the open qualifiers, and there was... Do you know In the Six or Henry?
Nope.
I'm actually pretty good friends with him. He likes me or something. And he was playing Puck. That's one of his heroes. So I just said wow a lot, like 3 times in a fight. But I can give you one. I can give the people what they want.
Battery assault here. I'm sure Sladen could just charge the Benobot and get another kill.
I mean, that's how they do. That's how they've been doing it for this pretty much entire game.
Yep. Although the rotations are coming back, the tri lane's gonna go home, secure their spot in bot, and then it gets a lot harder. Like, every kill they've gotten in the bottom lane has been when Sand King left. Like, when he was down here, they couldn't go, even with the Spirit Breaker, and as soon as he steps away, they're just abusing the fact that he's not there.
Well, they actually did get a kill into the Silencer, a little bit...
But there's only 2 heroes in the lane still.
Well, he was over towards the camps to the side. Like, he was in this area. He just got ganked because he was in the wrong place.
He was in the wrong part of town.
Yeah, it was what, your second blood?
Dire's top tower is under
Pretty much your only kills in this game have come from the Spirit Breaker charging.
Sladen's just like trying to make sure the Storm can't get any jungle time, and this ward is going to be huge in making sure that that's a case. Storm is super close to 6. That's going to lighten the load on him substantially. Queen of Pain has almost an entire level on him already.
Clockwork trying to man one over at bottom. He's going for Shadow here, nearly getting that one. You see Blackstar going right next to Qwerty to try to split up that damage. Oh, that's 1, 2. Qwerty's going to fall.
No, not 2.
And the Spirit Breaker, yeah, it is going to be 2.
There's
oh, Bastion for the kill, my god. And that's
8
not
seconds.
Gonna be a kill.
But it's dark.
No,
it's dark.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Maybe if
another
the sun
dagger
came back
on
out.
the Storm Spirit at mid. And
oh,
yeah,
baby.
just uses that Sonic Wave. Easy, man. And you have to expect it. Atun's been dominating this lane so far. He gets up to level 7. He's got 3 levels into the dagger. I mean, sure, the Storm Spirit's just sitting there, taking all that dagger damage. It's sort of the same thing as a Necrophos. Like, you get them low enough, you know they're going to die.
Yeah, I mean, Necro was just low top going for the bounty rune, and Warlock just walked over and thwacked him.
Now,
so, all in all, total disaster for Union Gaming as their lanes are just all in shambles. There's not one lane they're winning at this point.
Yeah. And Spirit Breaker's up to level 4. He's working through this very quickly.
illusion.
He's ready to get all those 17%
Is Necro dead again? Okay, there's the crowd. Lycan's
He's
gonna
dead.
hit 6.
He actually walked right into that. There's gonna be the
Sand King for the
burrow
save.
strike. Ooh.
But like Lycan just gets 6 here and turns right away, right? Like he's 3 creeps away. Warlock backs away. Like, I think he could actually 1v3 this.
He needs another level.
Yeah, Lycan literally, if he stayed in that creep wave, gets 6, I think he 1v3s all of them.
Got these power treads. Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely got the advantage here once he just picks that up.
Yeah,
let's see.
There it is.
Level 6, shapeshift, go. Ready, go.
The silencer rotating out, that's terrifying. I mean, the Venom's already dead.
Yeah, Venom's dead once again. And now Sweden's going to go over to top, or back to the base, I guess. I mean, I wanted him to go to top because, you know, shapeshift, you've got the charge there. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Lycan's already just prepping for this.
Yeah,
he's just eating the living hell out of them all.
Now, it's going to take a long time for the Spirit Breaker to arrive, so they will get a... I believe they get a kill here. The Fatal Bonds are so annoying to the Necrophos over here. Lycan just walks underneath the tower. He's definitely dead.
Doesn't even need it. Nice!
Oh!
Style points!
To the Necrophos now, the charge. If he gets a Basher, he's dead. 1... Oh, okay. Here comes Lycan. He uses the Ghostly Presence to try to get out, and goodbye Necrophos. And now Sand King decides that he wants to die.
Oh, now Sand King could die too. He missed the burrow.
He's dead. Charge. Goodbye. Very dead. Goodbye.
Call it.
I just don't know what they were doing there. I mean, that was probably the saddest burrow strike I've ever seen in my life. Where he just like TP's in, and then he burrow strikes basically the same spot that he TP'd into.
It's like, well, I'm here, guys. I still have fountain regen. Might as well use my mana. I mean, I'm all for finding the 5% chance to come back in this, but... Wow.
Wow.
Every single hero on the side of Union could just die to the shapeshifting Lycan or die to the Quapple. Whenever either of them want to pull the trigger.
And I think it's about to happen here. Oh, okay. At least Sand King is there. Oh my god. She actually just blinks in over the burrow strike while Dominic is still getting the freaking kills over at top. Atu might even decide to go for another one here. Has the blink and the dagger available. He's not even going to be running out of mana anytime soon. Maybe Blackstar decides to juke him here. Oh.
She just wants to force the shrine. If she gets the shrine, that's all. Okay.
Yep, that should be fine. Yeah, gets the kill.
So
she gets
much
the kill
damage.
even through that. Well, it's the shrine healing being nerfed a while ago. Now, Atu just needs to stay alive for the Spirit Breaker to arrive. She's going to go back. Oh, is the TP going to be there? Yes, it completes. And also the Spirit Breaker gets back into the fight, forcing another TP over the shrine from Sand King. Right now, Mad Kings are just forcing Union Gaming all over the map, and I mean, they're not even being punished for it.
And a lot of times in situations like this, I'm just thinking, okay, they wait for their Warlocks level 6. They wait for something specific, and then like they can get back into this game. That option doesn't really exist for Union in this round.
They're gonna go right on in. Chaos offering on the 2. This might actually be the first time that you've captured the game in a very long time that Warlock wins.
Yep, I would say that's a pretty safe bet at this point. I'm kind of sad the streak's gonna end.
Oh my god. Do they actually know that he's there? They have to. They do find him eventually. The stream is gonna get him. Now Atsun is stuck in the trees. The creeps are gonna start to get him down. But here comes the charge out into only Blackstar, who just decides to burrow strike in there, and Sladen gets himself out. Triple kill for Atsun. Can he pick up a 4th?
Quad.
Looking for the scream. It's gonna be there.
Earn.
Except it just goes to Sladen, and look at that. Look at that. He gets the taunt off. I don't know if... Is that even the sound that he makes? I could do better.
You probably could. Yeah, there it is.
We tried. Oh man, it was just rough.
Well, I guess that's Dota.
Dota 2.
11 minutes.
They actually did get exactly 16 kills by 10 minutes. It was bad.
Disaster. Well. I mean, we wanted a faster South American Dota game. I guess we got it? Wait, I have Union's